What's going on, guys? dj.lostax here. Welcome back to the channel. And in light of this COVID-19 virus, I wanted to list off 5 things that I'm personally going to be doing with this downtime that's coming up next. So this first one here is probably going to seem like a no-brainer, but it's something that I know I personally neglect, and I'm sure that whether you want to admit it or not, a lot of you guys probably neglect it as well. And that's going to be cleaning your equipment. So one thing that I'm definitely going to be doing this upcoming weekend is taking some Lysol wipes, wiping down all my gear. First off, just cleaning it in general, and then disinfecting everything. I know, being a turntablist, I couldn't tell you how many times I've licked my fingers and touched a record, and then touched the turntables, and then shook somebody's hand, and then, all sorts of stuff. Just the germs pass back and forth there. Just the residual stuff that's probably on my turntables is disgusting. I know another thing that I can 100% say I've never cleaned is my headphones. I mean, these are on and off my head all the time. Friends have worn them, things like that. I've never cleaned them. So I'm gonna be wiping these suckers down, wiping down my mixer, my 12s, my speakers. I'm gonna go through, wipe down my cables just to clean those. And that's gonna bring us right into the second thing, which is going to be organize your cables and gear. Now, I actually just purchased a new toolbox system from Home Depot, and I'm transitioning all of my cables and things out of my bags into this one unit. Let's run downstairs and I'll show you this thing. All right, guys, so this is actually just a toolbox that I picked up from Home Depot, and it has multiple sections, so it's all modular. As you can see here, there's actually 4 different compartments that vary: small, medium to large. It's got a handle here on the back where you can drop the handle up and down. But let me show you inside here, and I'll show you some of the compartments and what I'm using them for. So we can just go right down the line, starting with the top here. So this top compartment, it came with these little containers throughout the entire thing you can use for organization. I took half of them out because I figure I'll use this section for, I'm not sure, maybe my headphones, or I'm not completely done filling this thing up yet. So things could definitely change. But so far, this area I wanted it to be empty for quick access things. For me, maybe my water bottle, or who knows what I'm gonna have there. But I've got a bunch of AA batteries. If you're not buying the Amazon AA batteries, that's probably the best bang for your buck. I've got a headphone jack to XLR cable, some extra Chave remotes. One thing that I definitely always carry is a multi-tool. So I've got this flashlight here, and then I've also got this SOG multi-tool, just pliers and a bunch of other stuff. Definitely handy to have one of these. They come in handy all the time. This one here, I've just got some Velcro straps. I put these around all my cables. What's nice is you loop it through the hole around your cable, and this ties everything up nice and tidy. But the neat part about this is you just undo these clips on the side, move this one off, and you can go right into your next compartment. So this compartment here, I've just got some 3-inch gaff tape. I was using the 2-inch stuff, and I just recently switched over to the 3-inch because I found myself way overusing this stuff, trying to go back over cables and making sure that they're tied down tight. I've also got some just extra weird cables that you don't use a ton, XLR to RCA and things like that, XLR to 1/4-inch little jumpers. I've got some of these things. These come in super handy. I can leave a link to these in the description. Basically what it does is it allows you to plug your regular extension cord in and then give you a flush wall mount on the wall. Then what I do is I just take a little gaff tape around this connection so that it can't come loose. I also have all my donor wireless dongles in here. I got a few more in my storage unit that I haven't added yet. But all my donor stuff's in here. Basically, the whole point of this compartment, or of this box rather, is just organization and keeping everything in one spot. And having it on wheels, even if it gets kind of heavy, it's not that big a deal. So next compartment down, this one actually has its own handle too. So if you separated it, it would be kind of its own toolbox. And I have all my XLR cables in here. Well, not all of them, but enough to get through a gig without a problem. And I also have my Sennheiser lavalier microphone kit in here. Now, the bottom case, as you could probably guess, is just power cables, a bunch of IEC cables, power strips, it's a live wire power strip, surge protector, just power cables in the bottom. And that's it, guys. This thing is about $80 from Home Depot. I did add this compartment. This one did not come with it, but it was only like 10 bucks to add it. And I liked how it had the dividers and things in it. So to add this one's about $10. So number 3 is gonna be music related. Number 3 is going to be Mixcloud and organizing your crates. So if you're not on Mixcloud making mixes, you definitely should be. That's one thing that I've definitely been utilizing the last year or so, just to get myself out there and give potential clients a way to, I guess, hear me work without seeing me work in person. In the private event space, it's tough to get potential clients to see you in action because you can't invite them to your events because they're private events, right? So the easiest way to go about that is to provide mixes. So Mixcloud is a great source. It's just www.mixcloud.com. Set yourself up with a profile. Easiest way to do it, just press record in Serato. When you're done, export it right into Mixcloud, and that's the easiest way. If you want to get a little creative with it, you can upload that mix into something like Audition or GarageBand, or there's a lot of other music editing softwares like Ableton, Logic. You can upload your mixes into there, add drops, intros, that type of stuff. Edit it, clean it up a little bit if you need to. But yeah, get to work, make some mixes, get them recorded and posted online. It's free advertisement for you, and honestly, they're pretty fun to make. Then crate organization, that's one thing that everybody complains about is, oh, my crates aren't organized. We got a lot of downtime here, guys. We're gonna be down for, potentially 6 to 8 weeks before we can lift this ban and, start performing at events again. So get to work organizing your crates. If you don't have a designated wedding crate, broke down by years or genres or whatever, get to work on doing that. And, spend some time downloading some new music too. It can never hurt to have too much music. Well, I guess you can't have too much, but as long as it's well organized, you shouldn't have any problems at all. I know I personally have had problems at gigs where, I feel like I'm running out of music, and it's not because I don't have enough songs, it's because I'm not organized. So the fourth thing I definitely want to tackle during this downtime is going to be just social media. I really want to make sure I spend some time, just approaching my social media platforms, making sure that I'm dialed in on my Instagram accounts, my Facebook accounts. I know since I've created my business Instagram, I've definitely neglected my Facebook account. So that's one thing that I want to go in and update. Can you tell me when the last time you changed your Facebook profile picture or your Facebook homepage photograph? It's probably been a while. So, maybe some of that stuff could need updating. Do that. And if you haven't, or if you're not a part of, all the wedding platforms, maybe now, like for me, I have a Wedding Wire, but I do not have a Knot account. So I think what I'm going to do during this downtime is I'm going to create a Knot, get some photos on there, maybe send out some requests to previous clients to have them write me a review on the Knot since I don't have a Knot account. So the fifth thing that we should be doing during this downtime is networking. Now, you're probably wondering, how do you network from home? It's pretty simple. Reach out to other vendors in your area, say hello, give them your condolences, so to speak, about this tragic, time we're going through, and let them know that we're in this together and that you hope to work with them in the future. This is a pretty tough time, and they may need that pick me up to let them know that they're not the only ones going through this. And something that can be very beneficial by networking during this time is, say you have a bride that wants to move her date. If you're reaching out to venues, maybe you could help her find a date and make a new relationship with a venue, or further strengthen the relationship you already have with a venue. So definitely be reaching out to venues. You know, again, to reiterate, let them know that we're in this together and you're excited to get back to work and, you know, get in their venue. And you know, it might not be a bad time to set up, you know, network meetings where maybe you have a call with a venue, or you go visit the place and check it out. You know, I know you're supposed to be social distancing and things, but if it's just a short one-on-one meeting, you know, that's probably not gonna hurt much. And as far as networking with other DJs goes, say one of your cancellations, you can't do their new date. Well, maybe you made a new friend and you can pass off some work to them, and vice versa. Maybe they can pass off some work to you as well. So the sixth and final tip here, just a bonus tip, guys. You're probably already doing so, but just take care of yourself. You know, this can be a high stress time. You know, don't be out drinking your sorrows away and binge eating because you're depressed. You know, take care of yourself, drink lots of water, stay healthy, stay hydrated, and stay clean, guys. Wash your hands, be conscious of the things that you're touching, and you know, be conscious of your surroundings as well. You know, we're not only trying to protect ourselves, but we need to be protecting the people around us as well. All right, if you guys are new around here, please subscribe, please click that like button, and please click that notification bell so you can get notifications of my upcoming videos. I'll catch up to you guys in the next one. Peace.